that was the standard of the defense right there? What you guys have been preaching, what you put out there in the second half or just the whole game overall?
Yeah, I mean, just we want to show that, when we play our type of play style and, we play the dominant football that we know that we can, dictate a game, dictate what it's going to look like. And yeah, we feel pretty good about it. I got to, watch the film. There's definitely some things that we can clean up in the run game, at least in the first half. But I think we held them to 30-some yards passing. I think that's a pretty good day, in my words.
We hear a lot about complementary football. I don't know if you guys get sick of it or maybe it's a cliche or whatnot, but today I think really kind of showed exactly what that can look like for you guys, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Just when everybody's, firing on all cylinders, you're able to get turnover on special teams. Offenses goes down the field, their first drive, and, scores a touchdown. Just gives us, confidence on the defensive side of the ball that, okay, we feel on all phases, we understand that, wherever we're at, and if we could get a stop, that that's going to turn into points, especially if they're backed up. We had a couple situations where they're in their own 20, and we just have those conversations pre-drive that we get a stop here, 3 and out, turnover, like those are point producing plays. So I would say we played some pretty good complementary football, and offense makes it easy when they're scoring like that.
Now you've got the quick turnaround. You've already done the quick turnaround earlier this year from week 1 to week 2. You won both of those games. Does that give you any kind of blueprint as to how to handle the next couple of days?
No, it's a different opponent. I mean, you kind of got to adjust on the fly each week. And we understand that coming into this week, they're going to have a chip on their shoulder. We got them early in the year, and, now we're at their house. So it's a little bit of a different blueprint, but it definitely helps, being able to at least, have that kind of plan that, we've done it before, and, we understand that what the schedule is going to look like and all that. I feel like everybody's, prepped, but at the same time, you got to have that sense of urgency, throughout the week. Can't let it be a relaxed type week. Although that we don't have those physical practices, we got to, have that same mental urgency. Definitely helps though, having one of those short weeks under your belt.